Welcome to Maple Grove High School for Northwest Suburban Conference softball here on CCX Sports as the Champlain Park Rebels make the short journey over here to take on the Crimson on a cloudy, windy day. We had a little bit of rain before game time, but for right now holding out. As you see, the Rebels one game under 500. Maple Grove 11-3. All of their losses to top 5 teams. They have certainly been a power program in recent seasons. And this year, trying to prove that they are up there again. They won their first state championship 2 years ago, the last high school season we had, and trying to see if they can't get back there and be a contender for that again this season. Coaches meeting with the umpires here before the start of today's contest. The starters for starting batting order for Champlain Park. Aaron Reardon will lead it off and play center field, and it's Taylor Kordiak, the second baseman, hitting second. Their shortstop, Alyssa Blaska, hitting third. Lila Galley, the left fielder, hits in the cleanup spot. Abby Meads at first base, batting fifth. Adley Warwa, the designated player, hits sixth. Then it's Emily Rosine in right field, Riley Leonhardt, the pitcher, and Emma Hewsome, the third baseman, batting in the number 9 slot. Defensive unit for Maple Grove, featuring Dorothy Dueck at third base, Biz Berry at shortstop. Second base is Cassie St. Peter. First base, Caitlin Casper. In the outfield, left to right, Danny Strom, Sydney Hockett, who's coming back off injury, and Alyssa Werns in right field. Doing the catching for the Crimson is Jenna Grunig, and Bella Daniels will be the pitcher for Maple Grove. Bella has done most of the pitching this season for the Crimson. A record of 9-3 and a 2.23 earned run average. She's worked 59 2/3 innings and great walk to strikeout ratio. She's only walked 11 hitters and fanned 74 in that time in the circle for Maple Grove. I'm Jay Wilcox. Jim Feldman joining me for this one. Jim, has been a good matchup over the years. Maple Grove maybe a little bit more high-powered program, I guess you'd say, and they've had better pitching probably through the years, but there definitely been some great matchups, and it's a rivalry for sure in this sport.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, and Maple Grove has been on top for quite a while. They've had a nice run. They've had, a series of strong pitchers. I know the Champlain Park youth program is getting better and better, and they've got some, kids coming up that are in 6th and 7th grade now that look like they'll be very helpful in the next couple of years.
Their coach Brian Woodley said they've been inconsistent this year, that at times we look like a pretty good team and other times we just kind of haven't maybe been as dialed in mentally as we need to be, or just had a couple mistakes here and there that have cost us some ball games. I mean, you look at, they played a really good Centennial team to a 1-0 game, so
yeah.
It kind of shows what they can do on a really good day. But there's too many days where they haven't had it all together either.
Well, there's too many really good teams in this conference this year. 3 out of the top 5 are sitting here, and Maple Grove had been ranked as high as number 5, and they lose to 3 top 5 teams, and they drop all the way down to 11. Go figure that.
Erin Reardon stepping in here for the Rebels. She's batting .382 this season and looks at a first pitch strike at the knees. Erin's got a little bit of pop to her bat too. 6 doubles and a triple among her hits. 16 runs scored, which is a team high figure. Lifting this one up, short left field, and no trouble there for Strom to come in and make the catch. So 1 gone here in the top of the first, and Taylor Kordiak will be the batter.
Yeah, the wind is kind of blowing crosswise from the left field pole out to the right field pole. And so, that ball wasn't held up at all. It wasn't hit far enough to be held up, but it'll be a good poke to get one over the left field fence today.
Cut and a miss there by Kordiak. Taylor struggled a little bit with the bat this year, hitting at 150. It does have 6 runs batted in.
Yeah, which is a testament to the top of the order. Get the runners on base and let your middle hitters get them in.
And they obviously still feel confident in her as a hitter to have her up this high in the order. It's just, sometimes in a short season like this, your average can kind of go up and down.
Yeah, quickly.
Yeah, if you put together a nice string, all of a sudden it can look a whole lot better in another week or so. The problem is we're getting pretty late in the season right now. You kind of need to be starting to be playoff ready here.
Well, and plus you don't know the psychological impact that all the pandemic has had on players, and whether you're going to have a whole team, whether you're going to be able to play a game on short notice or not. And that can affect each individual kid differently.
And the term contract tracing has been in the vocabulary of both of these teams. Oh, a great diving effort out there. But unable to get to it there was Werns.
Yeah, that ball was pushed foul a little bit by the wind. I mean, it was slicing going anyway, but it was just a couple of feet foul down the first baseline.
Yeah, so both teams have had some situations where they were missing key players because of contract tracing within the school.
And it's not unique to these two programs.
2-2, just got a piece of that one. Kordiak fighting to stay alive there.
Oh, just missed. That looked like a good pitch.
Sigh of relief, I think we could almost hear from Kordiak over here, right? I mean, she was like, I hope I don't see his arm go up. Lifting this one out to right center, long run, oh, and a nice grab. Hockett, he said, coming back off a little hamstring problem, able to get to it and run it down. And boy, that's the play like that's a difference between maybe a big inning starting and not. Is a great jump on that one.
Well, and a play like that is often the difference between a great team and just a pretty good team. And particularly when you get up to higher levels, outfield play is so important. And that was, that ball was getting pushed. It was slicing away from her, and it was getting pushed by the wind, and she stuck with it.
Alyssa Blaska, the hitter here, takes that one for a strike. Alyssa has had a couple missed games, but hitting .455, 6 doubles, 3 triples, a home run. He's knocked in 13, probably overall their best player, you'd have to think, coming in. 0-2 the count here, though, as Daniels quickly getting ahead. And that one misses away.
Yep, shows her the low outside pitch. Just trying to change the batter's eye levels. And
slicing that one foul. I think both these teams kind of look forward to facing other good teams like this too. You got a little mixture on your schedule, and they know year in and year out that you're going to get pretty good competition when you face each other. Blaska able to lay off that one. Daniels trying to get her to chase one up in the zone.
Yeah, it's not only facing other good teams. It's facing team that you've had some good rivalry with. Kind of get up for those games.
And a rip and a miss as Daniels works an impressive 1-2-3 inning, helped out by a little strong defense in the outfield on that fly to center as well. So the Rebels in the first, no runs, no hits, and no one left on after half an inning. No score here, and Maple Grove getting set for their first opportunity with the bats. Maple Grove will have Elizabeth Berry leading it off, the shortstop, then Sydney Hockett, who made that nice running catch in right center. Bella Daniels, the pitcher, hits third. Then it's Jenna Grunig, the catcher. Dorothy Dueck at third base. Alyssa Werns, the right fielder. Caitlin Casper at first base. Bianca Nelson, the designated player, and Danny Strom, the left fielder, hitting in the 9 slot. And then Defensively for Coach Woodley and the Rebels, third base is Emma Hewsome. The shortstop is Alyssa Blasco, who just struck out there. Kordiak at second base and Abby Meads at first. Lila Galley in left field, Erin Reardon in center, Emily Rosine in right field. Doing the catching, Caitlin Tillman, who's not in the batting lineup, and then Riley Leonhardt, the pitcher for the Rebels. And like Daniels, she's done most of the pitching for Champlin Park. 6-4 record with ERA of 3.08. Worked 66 innings, allowing 75 hits with 28 walks and 57 strikeouts.
Yeah, and she throws pretty good. So, Maple Grove's got to be on top of their game to get a hold of her.
Barry is a dangerous hitter, to say the least, here, as she's hitting .478. Her on-base percentage .555. 19 runs scored, 6 doubles and a home run among her hits. Also has walked 5 times, so kind of a little bit of everything for them at the top of the order. Showing a good eye on the first couple as well, 2-0.
Well, and that's how you get that high on-base percentage. So, not being afraid to take walks, especially at the top of the order. That's so important. Just get on base any way you can.
Yeah, and really to be able to help your teammates out a little bit too by seeing some more pitches and, kind of making the inning seem like a thing that you make the pitcher work too. That one is over for a strike there, so 3-1.
Yeah, kind of get me over strike. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to throw them right down the middle, but, you also want to get in the zone.
Fouls that one away down the right field side, so Leonhardt battles back now to run the count full.
Haven't seen anything off speed yet. We'll see if she comes in with something. Got a walk on a high pitch.
So Barry aboard, and Sydney Hockett will be the hitter here for Maple Grove, another very dangerous hitter, hitting .400 this year. She's just had 20 at-bats as she's been out a couple different issues there. So 3 doubles, a triple among her hits. 4 runs batted in. Coach Colt has said, we're starting to really round into form more. He's the last few games he's felt like they've played pretty good softball. And obviously they weren't, used to getting kind of beat up a little bit by Centennial and Stillwater. Nice play. The flip, though, is not going to be in time. Kordiak, a great effort to backhand that one, but Barry got a pretty good jump and will reach safely despite a nice effort.
Yeah, it's a nice effort. She just didn't get rid of the ball quite quickly enough. I'm not sure if she had a little trouble getting it out of her glove, but it was a nice play.
Yeah, just kind of came to a stop. I think you're right. It was trouble, putting the hand and the glove together there. Just took a little too long. So Bella Daniels will step up.
Well, and even if she gets her hand out, she's running away from the place where she's trying to make a throw, so that would have been a tough play.
Daniels hitting .375. Little tapper. Leonhardt's going to go to 1 with that one. Both runners will move up.
Sacrifice bunt.
So Daniels gets him over, and Jenna Grunig will get an opportunity to drive them in, which she's done quite often this year. She leads the team with 14 runs batted in, hitting .435. 3 doubles, a triple, a home run.
Yeah, I know. You might question the strategy of, bunting with your number 3 hitter, but when you got something like this coming up, you're trying to get a run early. Who knows? 1 or 2 runs could hold up for the entire game today.
Yeah, it feels like that part of it's kind of changed through the years. As it was, many years ago, even the number 3 hitter, it would have been almost automatic that you bunted him over. And now that's become a lot less of a sure thing or less common. It all depends on your hitter and where we're at in the game and all that.
Oh yeah, but it's definitely much, much less common than it used to be. I mean, the bat technology is so good that, you know, people can just, all you have to do is make a good solid swing. It doesn't need to be an incredibly powerful swing, you know, and you can hit it to the gap, no problem.
That one's up, and it looks like they're kind of pitching around Grunig a little bit here with first base open.
Yeah. That was their first off-speed pitch of the game.
Dorothy Dueck waiting on deck for Maple Grove as they try and jump out early here. There's Dueck. So Grunig, we'll see if she is going to be taken all the way here on 3-0. She is, and it's a strike. Berry at third, Hockett at second, one out. Now 3-1 count here to Jenna Grunig, the cleanup hitter for Maple Grove. And that one's up and it gets away. Runners are going to hold up though. So Grunig will draw a walk here to load him up for Dueck.
Yeah, a little collision between the catcher and the umpire there. You know, had the runner's been intent on scoring, that probably would have been enough to let him come in. But it's hard to anticipate something like that.
Leah Eiley will come in as a courtesy runner at first base for the catcher Grunig as Dueck gets set to step in. She's hitting .363 this year. 5 runs batted in.
An opportunity to almost double that RBI total here. She's just thinking, make good solid contact, put the ball in play, hope for the best.
Inside from Leonhardt there.
She hasn't quite gotten command of the strike zone yet. You know, I'm not even sure that some of the pitches that have been strikes have been exactly where she's been trying to throw them.
That one is over for a strike, 1-1. Kind of had the feeling there that Dueck would probably be pretty selective early here after watching her teammate walk.
Right. Yeah, and that's just good team softball.
And that one hits her. So that'll force in a run as Dueck plunked in the leg. And so it's 1-0 Maple Grove.
Yeah, it looks like she went away from her fastball and was trying to throw a drop or something, and it just didn't quite get to where she was hoping it would get to.
Alyssa Werns hitting .275 on the year. 7 runs batted in, couple doubles and a triple among her hits. Looks at a strike here. So Maple Grove trying to build a big inning here. The first run comes in on a hit by pitch, but they'd like to keep the train rolling, you know. A little late on that one and fouls it away toward the fans.
Well, those last 2 pitches were her fastest of the day at 58 and 59, so she's maybe got pumped up by that hit batter.
Leonhardt would love to get a strikeout here so you don't have to worry about anybody making a play on the bases or anything. Left it up and Werns thought about it but is able to hold off.
Now, it's kind of scary throwing a high changeup like that, but if you're out of the zone, it can be a really good-looking pitch.
Fouling that one straight back. And just able to hold up, so 2-2. Werns and Leonhardt in a good battle here. Lifting it down the right field line. It's going to be caught in foul territory, but the run will score. So Werns will get a sacrifice fly.
Yeah, later in the game, she might have let that one drop to try and save the run. But, at this point, with the bases loaded and only one out, you want to get another out even if it costs you a run.
Yeah, I agree. That's the play to make there. And it's so ingrained that you're trying to catch the ball too, that's you really would have to think long and hard about, do I let this drop? But
yeah, plus you're not exactly sure if it's fair or foul or not. That one was definitely a foul ball.
So Caitlin Casper will be the hitter and slices that one foul. Casper hitting .352 this season, 12 runs batted in, which places her third on the team. Has one home run. Kind of an intimidating right-hand batter up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of big kids out there playing softball these days. The emphasis on weight training and overall strength and conditioning really shows up.
2-1 count. Maple Grove's glad to get two, but I think Leonhardt wouldn't be too upset if she can get out of it right now and hold them to that two. That one over the inside corner for a strike, and Casper, that can be the issue. It's good and bad to have such a long reach like that. You feel like on a pitch like that, like it's hard to get your arms through. A little pop up here, going to be playable and caught by Hewsome in foul territory, so Leonhardt does indeed get out of it. However, Maple Grove does get a couple of runs in the inning on one hit, and they will leave a couple. We've played one inning complete. It is 2-1 Maple Grove.
2-0.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all three of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
And welcome back to Maple Grove. It is 2-0. I don't know why I somehow threw in a 2-1 there. Jim corrected me at the end of that inning. Crimson leading it as we go to inning number 2. Champlin Park will have the 4, 5, 6 hitters set to come up. Galley, Meads, and Warwa will bat against Bella Daniels as Maple Grove getting off to a good start on its home field here. Galley hitting .262 this year and has also walked 4 times, 1 double, 1 home run to her credit. Daniels missing outside with that one. And that one was outside as well, 2-0. Grunig doing her best to kind of pull it back in, make it look like it was over the outside corner, but umpire did not buy it.
Yeah, sometimes you get that call. Not very often. The umpires are usually pretty straight up with their strike zone. But on the close ones, it's always good to just give it that little look, give it a little influence.
Two and one pitch here from Daniels. Ooh, and that time got Galley to chase one, and he had kind of an embarrassed smile there, like knew she. The only good thing about that, it wasn't the third strike, and you didn't just hit a little weak pop up. You'd actually be.
Well, that's true. You're better off swinging and missing.
Yes. And now it'll be strike 3 though, as Galley goes down on strikes after Daniels fell behind in the count, comes back to get her, and second strikeout and second in a row, dating back to the last inning for Daniels, and Abby Meads will be the hitter. Another look at that pitch.
Yeah, good fastball on the outside part of the plate.
Meads hitting .333 this year. 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run. She had the only hit of the game against LeSueur Henderson, who's a really good Class 2A team, and the Rebels got thumped pretty good by them, but Meads homered in that game. Ooh, out front of the changeup there.
Yeah, good 11-mile-an-hour difference between her fastball and changeup, and that is that's about what you want, and it's an outstanding combination of pitches. Especially when you come back and hit your top fastball again.
Yeah, and right at the knees. I mean, that one would have been a tough pitch to do a whole lot with anyway for Meads. Comes back, changeup, popped up, and going to be the second baseman, St. Peter, coming in. Looked like for a moment it would be shortstop's ball there, but it kind of blown by the wind a little bit.
Yeah, it almost looked for a moment like it was going to be nobody's ball.
Yeah,
but,
I thought there was a possibility of that too.
But they've got good infield communication, so it was under control.
Natalie Warwa, the designated player, will step up here for Champlin Park with 2 outs now. Hitting .242 this year. Looks at a strike here. Late on that one. Daniels looks confident. She's mixing things up pretty well. Not just, she's throwing strikes for the most part, but not giving them just the same look over and over.
Yeah, and most of her pitches are coming in that 58-59 range, and then that makes the changeup even more effective when it's coming in around 50, 49, 48.
Rip and a miss. Warwa down on strikes. Another quick 1-2-3 inning worked by Daniels. No runs, no hits, and no one left for the Rebels. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Maple Grove.
Again, so multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Maple Grove getting set to hit here in the bottom of the second. Bianca Nelson, the designated player, will lead it off. Then Danny Strom, and then the top of the order with Biz Berry. So 8-9 one-hitters. They sent 7 to the plate in a 2-run first inning against Riley Leonhardt. Bianca Nelson hasn't had a ton of at-bats, but she's been pretty good when she has. She had a nice game the other day against Osseo. She's 7 for 16, so hitting .437. 1 double, 1 triple, 5 runs batted in.
Boy, to get that kind of production out of your number 8 hitter is really awesome.
Fouling that one back.
Skies have kind of lightened up a little bit. It was looking like it was going to rain. Now it's probably not.
Down to second. And the flip over there in plenty of time from Kordiak. So Nelson out 4-3 to begin the second. And Danny Strom will be the hitter. Good young player for Maple Grove. Strom hitting .280. She's 7 for 25, 6 runs batted in. It's been a little strikeout prone, but for a freshman, you're not terribly surprised to see that. Getting used to the varsity pitching. Fouls that one away.
Yeah, although a lot of these freshmen these days, they've come in and they've played, for travel ball, and they, play some pretty top competition, go all over the country, some of them. So she's probably used to seeing pitches at, up in the 60-mile-an-hour range.
Took that one for strike 2. Up and away with that one. I would guess Champlain Park after that first inning, they probably talked to Leonhardt about we need to come after them a little bit more. I mean, yeah, they might hit it, but just nibbling a little too much in that first inning. You walked a couple and hit a batter, and that played a big role in those runs.
Well, yeah, she only gave up 1 hit, and so it's attacking the strike zone, getting ahead of hitters. It's kind of the name of the game, and always has been. Probably will be for a long time.
Missed with that one, so now the count will run full as Strom showing a good eye there. Jim Coltis, the Maple Grove coach. There's a little tapper as it goes to second again. And another relatively easy chance there for Kordiak. So 2 gone, and Elizabeth Berry will step in here for Maple Grove. She got that good first inning, started with a walk and came around to score.
Yeah, you were saying that nice easy looking chance, and Kodiak put herself in position to make it look easy. Nice little shuffle step. First time she shuffled a couple steps to her right, this time a little bit to her left. It's fielded the ball right where she wanted to and made an easy throw.
That one's on the inside corner for a strike. And that one's off of Barry's foot.
Doesn't seem to bother her at all. Because she wouldn't show it if it did.
Strange, it matters where exactly it hit you. Sometimes you see people really hurt by that, and other times it doesn't seem to phase them. Oof. Look out, Jason Malillo up there on top of the dugout on that foul ball.
Got thumbs up, he's okay.
One and two, little pop-up, but just a little too far out of the reach there for Tillman to really have a realistic shot at that.
Yeah, Tillman is actually moves very well back there behind the plate, and if anybody could have gotten to that little pop-up, it would be someone like Tillman like that. He's got a nice arm too.
She called for that one up to try and get Barry to chase it, but wouldn't do it. 2-2, but I think it's a good sign for Leonhardt that she hit the spot that she wanted there.
And she's probably setting up this next pitch.
Oof. Jumps on that one down the left field line, but about a foot foul.
Yeah, she was trying to go up again and didn't quite get it as high as she wanted to. So I'm guessing she won't be trying that again.
I was going to say, probably not the same exact pitch, because even though it was foul, she made good contact, and that one just missing. So it'll run full. Fights that one off to stay alive up there. Barry battling with Leonhardt here, trying to extend the inning and get Hockett a chance to hit in this inning.
Yeah, it looked like that was a pitch that Barry wasn't excited about hitting, and she just kind of reached out and poked it foul, keep the at bat alive.
kind of just discarded, right?
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah, get rid of that one.
We'll take the next.
And
And there is a liner that'll be in. Big turn. Barry's going to hang on. And she'll be in at first with a single.
Yeah, just off the tip of her glove. It almost looked like she was debating whether or not to, really jump and go all out, and just reached up and didn't quite bring it in. Yeah, it's probably a hit, I would think. See what the official scorer rules, but
Sydney Hockett taking that one up out of the zone. Hockett hit that roller up the middle last time that was flagged down by Kordiak, but she couldn't get the lead runner at second on the play. I scored it as an infield hit. I mean, I guess he could have almost said fielder's choice too, but I don't think there was going to be an out either way.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be no play at first base. The only chance was going to be making that little flip throw to second.
Driving it foul down the right field side here. I think it's a good feeling for Maple Grove to kind of get Hockett back, and they're hoping, can stay in the lineup for the rest of the season. Definitely a good part of their lineup, and as I said, it only had 20 at bats, so less than half of some of their other top hitters. Lifted out and drifting back and able to make the catch is Kordiak, so she was involved in all 3 outs in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left aboard here for Maple Grove in the second. It remains 2-0 Crimson.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You will also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
Maple Grove leading at 2-0 here as we head to inning number 3. Champlain Park will have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up as the Rebels have been set down in order the first 2 innings by Bella Daniels. So it'll be Rosine, Leonhardt, and Hewsome getting set to come up here for Champlain Park as they try and get a little bit of offense going, which they have obviously not been able to do so far to start this ball game.
Yeah, it's been a good start so far for Bella.
Rosine hitting at .222 this year. Looks at that one outside for a ball.
Yeah, Bella's had a couple of fairly easy innings, being in total control so far. Starts out with a 1-1 count here. Tarantino.
Cut and a miss. Fouling that one straight back, so 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
conversation here. I'm not sure what that's about with their coach. Trying to figure out exactly what the next pitch is going to be, I guess.
There's Brian Woodley, the Rebels head coach, and also a football assistant. Cut and a miss, and Rosine down on strike. So 4th strikeout for Daniels. She has fanned 4 of the last 5 hitters, in fact, and Riley Leonhardt will be the batter now for Champlain Park. Riley hitting .281 this year. A couple of walks. She's got 3 doubles. Fouling that one back and out of play.
First 60-mile-an-hour pitch we've seen today. And that's where she's been living for the most part. It's right around that range.
And you're not just calculating those in your head, Jim, right?
No.
You
I set up a radar.
Yeah. That one, in hindsight, Leonhardt maybe would have said, I could have taken that one off my shoe top there and been on first, but natural instincts to jump out of the way. Watches that one. 2-1. And Daniels wants a different softball there.
Yeah, if it hits the dirt a couple of times, it might get scratched up in a way that's uncomfortable to your hand. You know, in theory, you'd want a scratched up ball because it would help get a little bit better movement. But pitchers, if it just doesn't quite feel right, you know, if they just change their grip just a little bit, causes more problems than it should, in my opinion, but it does.
3-1 count here. Leonhardt back on one hop to Daniels, and she'll throw to first base.
Fielding that circle, that's what you got to do. Save so many hits over the course of a season when you got a good fielding pitcher.
Yeah, you really want that to be kind of your 5th infielder patrolling that middle if you can, and Daniels was quick with the glove there. So Emma Hewsome will bat now for Champlin Park. Emma hitting .250 on the year. She's 5 for 20. And a little tapper. This will be a tough chance. Daniels bare hands it, and you get the out at first. Good job by Casper not to go into the base runner too much there. And Daniels, another nice play there. So the Rebels done in the 3rd. No runs, no hits, and no one left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. 2-0 Maple Grove. And welcome back here to Maple Grove, one of the youngest fans on hand here watching this one. 2-0 Crimson. It'll be Daniels, Grunig, and Dueck, the 3-4-5 hitters coming up here for Maple Grove as they face Riley Leonhardt of Champlin Park. Riley, a little quick change to get back out there. Daniels had to sacrifice her first time up.
Of course, with the inning Leonhardt had last time, she's probably just, you know, anxious to get back out there and keep the momentum going.
There's a strike. Yeah, sometimes you kind of can be pumped up for a game, and you want to do really well, and you maybe press a little bit and try too hard to throw perfect pitches. That'll be a strike.
Went outside with that one. She's been throwing a lot on the inside, and so you start looking for that pitch, and maybe as you start going through the order the second time, you mix it up a little bit better.
Pops it up. And it'll be the second baseman, Kordiak, coming over to grab that one in foul ground. She had a little bit better angle. At first, it looked like it was giving Meads a little bit of trouble, the first baseman there, and I think she was probably glad for the assistance coming behind her there.
Well, yeah, because that ball was hit directly towards her. I mean, up in the air, but directly towards her, and so it's hard to judge the spin on the ball, and it's hard to judge, the wind is pushing it that way, and coming over from second base, you've got a little bit of an angle, and you can kind of see what's going on better.
Grunig, as we saw, walked her first time up. That one missing inside. She had to spin away from it. Takes that one up and out of the zone, 2-0. Rip and a miss. And now 2-2 as Leonhardt coming back. Couple nice pitches here, trying to retire the cleanup hitter for the Crimson. And strikes her out. 3 straight strikes after a 2-0 count to begin. And now Dorothy Duick will be the hitter.
Yeah, seems like she's getting into a groove here. Settle down. Too bad that first inning got away from her, but you got to come out ready to play.
Duick looks at ball one. That one over for a strike. See both of these teams, as most teams seem to do now, having the wristband with code on there that the coaches will call out. Oh, and there's a liner up the middle, and that'll be in for a hit for Duick. Probably the best hit ball of the game, really, so far.
Oh, yeah, because the other hit was basically just a little dribbler.
And Champlain Park had one pretty nicely hit ball that was run down by the center fielder Hockett earlier, but that one a liner right back through the box. So Werns will step up. She had a sacrifice fly to right her first time up, a foul ball that was caught, and runners all tagged and advanced. Duick has stolen 7 bases this year too, so it would not be a shock to see her moving. That one is lined foul down the right field side.
Yeah, especially with 2 outs, I wouldn't be surprised to see her go.
As you noted, though, just from watching warm-ups, Tillman is not an easy steal. It looked like she looked pretty good arm and pretty good quick release, which is almost as important as how hard you actually throw it.
She goes.
Ooh, there's a liner up the middle and another smash. Ooh, Duick didn't round the base very far, but the throw in behind her kind of surprised her, I think. But Werns delivering a hard single there. Well, just what we talked about, how Leonhardt has seemed to kind of settle in. Now Maple Grove saying, okay, second time we see you, maybe we're going to be able to figure some things out a little bit here. And we've had back-to-back liners right up the middle.
Yeah. Dewitt goes off with the pitch, and so the ball got out to the center fielder kind of quickly, and she was at second base already, and so she didn't round it very far, but it was a nice heads-up play, getting that ball in quickly.
Caitlin Casper, the batter here for Maple Grove. She fouled out to the third baseman to end the first inning, so 0 for 1 today. Couple on base, 2 outs. Ooh, and that one hits her in the helmet. Casper didn't seem to show any ill effects of that one at all. She will head down to first.
Yeah, she was turning away from the pitch, and it just kind of hit her up top. They're going to go check on her, of course.
Well, it actually looked like it kind of got her a little bit on the edge of that the shield
face
in the
mask.
front there, more so than the helmet itself. Made a lot of noise, I know that.
It does. You can always identify that sound. And it's not one you like to hear in a game.
Nelson getting set to bat here. Umpire checking with Coach Coltis just to make sure. Obviously, you want to be careful with the concussion kind of thing. And Casper right away saying she's all right.
Yeah, and it's been a really good move, the amount of attention that's been paid to concussions lately. I know all the coaches have to go through concussion training to help identify potential.
Helmets have gotten really good, but that certainly doesn't mean that a play like, a hit by pitch like that couldn't be dangerous for sure. 1-0 count here to Nelson. That one is over the outside part. A ball and a strike here to the designated player for the Crimson. Good opportunity for them. The bad news is the first 2 batters were out, so no more outs to spare here. 2 gone. Sliced foul. Just a real little bit of light sprinkle coming back here.
Yep.
Let's hope it stays light.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything ominous coming towards us.
1-2, a little changeup back to Leonhardt, and she will flip to first to get Nelson, and Riley works out of trouble here in the third. For Maple Grove, no runs, a couple of hits, and they leave the bases full. We have played 3 innings here at Maple Grove. It is 2-0 Crimson. Nice crowd on hand here for Maple Grove Champlin Park softball on CCX. 2-0 Maple Grove. They got a couple in the first inning, and then last inning leaving the bases loaded there. Champlin Park, meanwhile, is yet to get a base runner as Aaron Reardon will lead off the 4th, followed by Taylor Kordiak and Alyssa Blaska. Bella Daniels has been sharp for Maple Grove, to say the least. One really pretty nicely hit ball by Kordiak in the first inning that was run down by the center fielder Sydney Hockett in right center. But other than that, she's mostly had them either striking out or not making too hard a contact.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see as we go through the second time through the order here if the Rebels are able to make any adjustments. Or even if Bella's going to start, throwing a different selection of pitches that may turn out to not be quite as effective.
Reardon fouling it straight back as she lifted a fly to left field her first time up.
Yeah, she's been throwing mostly fastballs and changeups. I've seen a couple of curveballs. She's got a good rise ball. I haven't seen that much today.
Reardon trying to drop down a bunt, but fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 from Daniels, and that one popped back foul and out of play.
It's 2 games in a row we've had to hit the track.
Yeah, got the CCX truck, same as over at Armstrong last week. Daniels, and there's another pop out of play as Reardon fighting that one off.
They're definitely saying words or numbers or something, yeah.
Another 1-2 here from Daniels to Reardon, and lofting it foul down the left field line.
Yeah, working up and down, in and out, change speeds a little bit. That's a sign of a good pitcher.
And Reardon, you like, to have a leadoff hitter that has good bat control that can, at least eat the ball like that.
Right, and get rid of those pitches that are not exactly her pitch.
Leaves that one low and away on the off speed. 2-2. Lifting that one down the left field line again, and a nice catch on the move there for Galley.
Well, when that was hit, I didn't think she was going to be able to make a good play on that.
Strom, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Strom coming up with a nice catch there for the Crimson. Almost kind of overran this one and then realizes, okay, I've got it. Oh, and Strom making a nice grab there. So Kordiak will be the hitter, swing and a miss there, or foul tip anyway. She flied to right center her first time up. Stroked the ball pretty good, but Hockett got a good break on it. So again, outfield defense, as Jim said earlier, can be a key, and we saw a nice catch by the left fielder Strom there a moment ago in foul territory. 0-2 now after a swing and a miss by Kordiak.
Yeah, and it's so hard to get kids to want to be outfielders, particularly at the younger ages when, not many balls actually get hit to the outfield. But, the kids that, take it and really attack it and live with it, they can do some really good things.
Yeah, when you're younger kids, everybody wants to either the pitcher, the catcher, the shortstop, but you're right. Oh, there's a rope up the middle, and that'll be the first hit of the game for Champlain Park. Kordiak digging for 2, and she is going to be in. Single and an error there for Taylor Kordiak of Champlain Park as she stroked that ball hard up the middle. And then when it was bobbled, she did not hesitate to go. I was a little surprised to see her making that turn and keep moving.
Yeah, she was watching the play, and so she went on her own. Didn't have to wait for her coach to tell her. Go, go.
So here's Alyssa Blaska stepping in. Blaska, a strikeout victim her first time up, but certainly a dangerous hitter. And Champlain Park, a runner into scoring position with 1 out, is their first base runner of the game as Kordiak with a hard single and booted out in the center field there by Hockett. To short, Barry up with it, guns it across. Runner does advance. Barry concentrating entirely on getting that out. Didn't take a look at that runner. I mean, yeah, there's a chance you could get that runner at third, but they wanted to just take that sure out and play it safe. Daly will be the hitter. Lila struck out her first time up. But a chance to knock one in here for the Rebels against Daniels. Had a cut and a miss.
Yeah, it looked like she was looking for a particular pitch and trying to really hit it hard somewhere.
Looked like the same spot nearly there, 0-2.
Same spot, same result.
Lifting that one up foul and out of play to stay alive. Right there by Galley, yeah.
That's a pitch you really wanted, but you want every pitch. I mean, I've never seen a pitcher go, oh, yeah, that one's okay.
Even though it wasn't a strike, Daniels, I think, put that one exactly where she wanted to.
Yeah.
Little pop-up here might be playable. Oh, not quite. As Casper didn't get a real good read on that one and was kind of hesitant in reaching back for it there. Just couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, it was kind of a tough play, the angle she was approaching that at.
It was kind of similar to the one we were talking about earlier with Champlain Park, where the second baseman just has a better line to get to that one. And that one
this one was a little bit farther out in the field, and I don't think the second baseman could have actually gotten over there in time.
Ooh, just fought that one off. It was in on her hands and was even kind of stepping back as she flicked the bat out at it. Important batter here, obviously, with Kordiak at third base. She's the first base runner they've had, and Daly would love to bring her in here and then cut the lead in half. But Daniels comes back to strike her out and wins the battle. So the Rebels done in the fourth. No runs. They do get their first base hit of the game. There was one error by the Crimson and one left aboard. As we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, it remains 2-0 Maple Grove.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And welcome back to Maple Grove. Along with Jim Feldman, I'm Jay Wilcox. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Maple Grove leading Champlain Park 2-0 here. Northwest Suburban Softball. Crimson will have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. Strom, Berry, and Hockett. Strom grounded to second her first time up, and she had that nice catch and foul ground last inning for Maple Grove as a defensive player. And hits this one hard out to left field. That one will get to the fence, and Strom will dig into second base. A leadoff double. A couple of hitters the last inning hit the ball quite hard off Leonhardt, and Strom continuing that trend with a rope here.
Yeah, she left that one up, and it the pitch itself wasn't doing that much. It's come in and nice and straight, and she got on top of the ball and was able to drive it.
Here comes Berry to hit now, the leadoff hitter for Maple Grove. She's at a walk and a single, and this one will get away from Tillman. So Strom will move over to third. Not that Barry was probably going to do anything but be swinging full away anyway, but now they don't have to even think about, trying to put the ball on the ground or anything like that. There's the strike.
Yeah, she'd settle for a sacrifice fly at this point. Their first 2 runs each scored without a hit involved.
A little bit up there. 2 balls and a strike now to Barry. Champlain Park playing it kind of conservative in the field. They're playing basically back and around the infield for the most part.
Yeah,
shortstop's up a little bit.
A little bit. Probably enough to make the runner think twice about it.
Yeah, and Blaska can really throw as well, but right side not as much, and that's going to be a walk for Barry. So runners at the corners, and Sydney Hockett will be the batter now for Maple Grove. And got to believe there's a reasonably good chance that Barry is going to take off from first, try and draw a throw.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of defense they play against this in a first and third situation. A lot of ways you can go to try and either get the runner at second or at home.
Chopper to short. Blaska's going to come to the plate, not in time. Nice break from third by Strom as she just beats the throw. Blaska making a little bit of a gamble there, and it did not pay off as they do not get the runner at the plate. Just a one hopper right at her. Came with a strong throw, but boy, that's a good base running play there. I think a lot of players would not have been safe on that play.
Right, yeah, it was a nice slide. She just, got right around the outside of the catcher and came across the plate. And when you're dealing with, the kind of pitching that Maple Grove's been throwing at them so far, you might be thinking, we got to really cut down this run, make that play at home. The downside, of course, is can lead to a bigger inning.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where even though they didn't get her, I don't think Champlain Park would necessarily do anything different if they had it to do over again.
Right.
You had to make an aggressive play there, but just good base running. Good umpiring, too, because the ball beat her there. I wouldn't have been super shocked if he had called out, but we saw on the replay clearly it was safe.
I would have been super shocked.
Well,
she was clearly safe.
It would have been wrong, but you see that sometimes where the ball beats them and they call it out. Bella Daniels, the hitter, to third, and not handled there by Hewsome, and everyone will be safe.
That's a potential double play ball there.
Number 17, Jenna Gruning.
She was back by the base, one step to the base. She could have picked it up, thrown over to third, or thrown to first.
I'm sorry, that's Galley in there at third base now.
In fact, that may have been what she was thinking, not focusing entirely on just picking up the ball first, trying to get one step ahead of the play, so to speak.
Grunig will be the hitter. Takes a ball up and away there. Courtesy runner at first base is Faith Cry for Maple Grove, running for the pitcher Daniels. So bases loaded, nobody out. They've got one run in this inning to lead 3-0, but a chance to really break it open with their cleanup hitter up. There's the strike.
Again, spending a lot of time working inside.
Fouling that one back.
That's a pitch she'd like to take another swing at.
And fights another one off here.
Well, the Rebels could certainly use a strikeout here. Or an easy tapper back to one of the infielders. The entire infield is playing in now, trying to cut down that run at the plate, which is a lot easier to do in the, it's a force at home.
Yep. Little pop up here, and nice play coming out as Tillman to make the catch for out number 1. And Dueck will be the hitter.
Yeah, that's about the best thing you could ask for right there.
And again, a good read by Tillman. Those, she made it look easy, but sometimes if you don't find it immediately, all of a sudden that could become kind of a difficult little play.
Yeah, I didn't see if the umpire called infield fly on that.
I don't think so, and I don't think it was high enough. Probably, like
it's got to be
out.
A somewhat routine play for the umpire to make that call.
2-0 here to Dueck. Now they scored earlier with the bases loaded hit by pitch to Dorothy, and so obviously she doesn't, with the bases full here, could take a walk as well, but that one is over for a strike. Kind of get the feeling that Leonhardt, even though she did walk a hitter in this inning, she's a little more able to put the ball where she wants to now than she maybe was real early in the game. Not to say she won't walk somebody again, but popped up. Going to be in foul territory, and the catch made there by Meads. That'll be out number 2.
Well, they're just 1 out away from getting out of this inning. This could have been a really big inning the way it was shaping up.
And Alyssa Werns saying, hey, still could be a big inning here, Jim, if I can come through with one here. She's had a sac fly and then a single. Yeah, a lot of games really do come down to these kind of situations, whether, how much do you come through when you get these chances, and if you're the defense, how much are you able to wiggle out of trouble?
Yeah, and pick up your teammates and that kind of stuff, because there were a couple of defensive plays that didn't go exactly the way the Rebels were trying to make them go.
1-1 count here to Werns. Leonhardt, if she can get out of this still at 3-0, they would be very much still in the game. Now a hit or an extra base hit, and all of a sudden it takes on a real different complexion.
Yeah, this is potential momentum swing in either direction. You get out of this inning, and that could really fire up the Rebels. You allow the extra base hit, and Crimson just says we're in cruise mode.
2-2 now after Werns fouls that one off. Little pop up, and again it's Tillman doing a nice job of finding it immediately. This one in foul territory. Maple Grove is done in the 4th. They do get 1, but it looked like it was going to be a lot bigger inning than that. 1 run, 1 error committed by Champlain Park, as the Crimson lead at 3-0 after 4 here on CCX.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Bella Daniels working with a 3-run lead here for Maple Grove, although it looked like it might become more than that as they're inning turned into a 1-run inning in the bottom of the 4th. Meads, Warwa, and Rosine, the scheduled batters here for Champlin Park in the 5th. Brian Woodley's team got its first hit of the game last inning as Kordiak ripped a hard single up the middle and then advanced to second on an error and advanced to third on a ground out, but was left stranded there. So Meads popped out to the second baseman, her first time up.
Yeah, Daniels has been throwing a very efficient game. Not overpowering in any particular aspect. Just be nice and consistent, put the ball where you want it.
Whoa, Meads driving that one deep, and it is gone. Home run for Abby Meads.
Yeah, and that one wasn't high enough. That was, somewhat into the wind, and it didn't. The wind didn't have a chance to affect that line drive all that much.
Well, I feel a little bit better now. This one we got on tape. I was at the LeSueur Henderson game shooting some highlights. Abby unloaded on one, and I was caught off guard. It was the first pitch of an inning. This time, got all of it.
Yeah. You can see that her swing is just a nice, efficient swing. It's not like she's, trying to do anything that she can't do. It's just staying in control and making good, solid contact.
So here's Warwa stepping in, fouls that one back. So Champlin Park getting a little boost, obviously on the scoreboard, but just confidence-wise too, since they haven't really done a whole lot against Bella Daniels so far.
Yeah, they've gotten a couple of hits now on the second time through the order. So that's the kind of thing that the remaining batters in the order can take encouragement about.
Rip and a miss, and if you're Daniels and the Crimson, you kind of want to nip this momentum in the bud here and just say, no, we're going to come back, we're going to get the next hitter, we're going to get the next hitter after that, and just reestablish control a little bit.
Yeah, she's still got a 2-run lead, and so that's fairly comforting when you've been dealing the way Daniels has been dealing.
Orwa strikes out for the second time, and it will be Emily Rosine batting here for Champlin Park. 6 strikeouts now for Daniels. Emily struck out her first time up. Takes that one low for a ball. High chopper. Barry not quite able to come up with that one, and
yeah, you could see just by the way she was going after that one. It was kind of in between hops a little bit. She wasn't sure if she should try and charge it, get it before that hop, or even take the short hop. Instead, she just kind of took that medium hop. And
a tough chance, but I've still got to go E6 on that one. So Leonhardt will be the batter here for Champlin Park.
Would have been a good play, but you're supposed to be making good plays at this level. Brings a tying run up to the plate now.
Yeah, Maple Grove, I mean, you don't want this to creep in your head, but they have to be thinking, gosh, we've left some opportunities out there. We probably should have been up by more than 3-0. And now Champlin Park trying to take advantage of that and fight back into it. Leonhardt hit a one hopper back to Daniels, her first time up. Takes a close pitch there for a ball. Laid off that one, and it's 3 balls and a strike now to Riley Leonhardt of Champlin Park, the number 8 hitter, and their order. And looks at ball 4.
The Champlin Park bench has really come alive. We're sitting next to them, and they have really brought the enthusiasm and volume up the last couple of hitters.
Ashley Liveringhouse will come on as a courtesy runner here for Champlin Park. Hewsome will be the batter. First and second, one out, as Maple Grove will take a moment to talk about it. They haven't had really much to worry about defensively in this game so far, but obviously still a very tight ball game in Champlin Park with a good threat going here in the 5th after the leadoff bomb hit by Abby Mead, solo homer.
Well, I'm sure the advice that Coltis went out there and gave is, just get the out. We'll take care of this. Even if the runners advance, we'll get the next out at the end of the inning.
Hewsome hit a little slow roller that Daniels, the pitcher, had to come in and bare hand and just get her at first on a close play, her first time up.
Yeah, that was a nice play, by the way. Because she kind of rounded the ball and got herself in position to throw, and of course you got to make that one bare-handed. It was going slowly enough that she was able to do it cleanly.
Yeah, I'll admit I did not think she was going to get an out on that play when it happened initially, but was able to do it. And there's ball 2. Champlin Park, kind of a good combination of having a good eye when they need to, but also being aggressive up there.
Yeah, you don't want to get into the extreme in either direction.
To the left side, Dueck not going to have a play anywhere. Barry was cutting behind her to cover third and probably should have just gone right to first with that one. And Dueck didn't do so, and now the base is loaded up here for Champlin Park.
Yeah, that's one of those things, you've always got in your mind, get the lead runner, but it wasn't a sure thing. And by the time she decided to go to second, that was too late. In softball, basically, you can never change your mind. Whatever play you start making first, you may as well follow through with it. So in that case, she wanted to go to third. She probably should have gone there, even if the shortstop, might have had trouble getting to the base in time.
And it was just far enough away that Dueck couldn't make a tag play herself either. Aaron Reardon, the batter, 1-0 count. Bases full, one out here for Champlin Park, and slice foul past third. Reardon's had a couple of flies to left field. A golden opportunity here for Champlin Park as they try and battle back. They got the home run to start the inning. They're within 3-1, but bases full.
And Daniels just doesn't seem to have quite the command that she did earlier in the game.
Lifted foul and out of play there. Yeah, I agree. This inning, sometimes it's results based how you feel about what you're seeing, but it does feel like she's kind of laboring a little bit more.
Yeah, and we were talking about at the end of the last inning, Champlin Park getting some potential positive momentum from getting out of that bases loaded, no out situation without any further runs being scored.
Lifting it foul again. Reardon, fairly difficult to strike out. She's only fanned 4 times in 55 at bats, which obviously, like we said, as a leadoff hitter, is one of the attributes you're really looking for. Two and two, and another foul ball. They are loaded up here for Champlin Park. They had not done much offensively, had no base runners through the first 3 innings, got one runner over to third in the 4th, but then a solo homer to lead it off, then a strikeout, then an error, a walk, fielder's choice, and we're loaded up. Oh, and there's a swing and a miss as she comes with a changeup, and Reardon unable to hold up. And we'll go down on strikes for out number 2. Daniels coming up with a big pitch there.
Yeah, after you know, having that batter just, you know, foul off and look at so many that were coming in right around, you know, 59 miles an hour, and then they come back at 47. It's just, you know, what do I do?
So that'll leave it up now to Taylor Kordiak, who lined out to right center and then last time hit a hard single, so she's not been an easy out, certainly in the first 2 at-bats. Takes a strike here.
Yeah, one swing of the bat, they could tie up the game. The good, well-placed single out in the outfield.
Rip and a miss. Daniels has other ideas here. She'd like to escape trouble here, much like Leonhardt was able to do early in the earlier inning for the Rebels. And there's a called third strike, and Daniels comes back strong with back-to-back strikeouts. The Rebels do get on the board on the leadoff homer by Meads. 1 run, 1 base hit. There was 1 error in the Strand 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 3-1 Crimson.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Welcome back here to Maple Grove. As the PA announcer said, defending state champion. Obviously, we didn't have a tournament last year, no season at all with COVID, but the last state tournament was held in Class 4A. Maple Grove broke through to win its first state championship. The Crimson will have the 7, 8, 9 batters coming up here. Casper, Nelson, and Strom getting set to hit, or maybe not. I think we're going to have a pinch hitter here to lead off the inning.
Yeah, it's their first state championship, but they've been to the state tournament quite a few times.
Yeah, and a couple runner-ups along the way as well. It is going to be Fry leading it off. Faith Cry, number 10. So she will step in as a pinch hitter and is listed in their little chart as a slapper. So that's something to look for here, as she'll try and lead off the inning by getting on. Takes that one for a strike.
Yeah, Champlain Park is not playing a strict slap defense, you know, but they're obviously on their toes, ready to move in.
Fouls that one away, so 0-2. And obviously, Faith has only actually batted 4 times this year, so it's possible, too. The Rebels aren't that familiar with her also. But
that's true.
But now to 0-2, so.
Well, you can still slap at 0-2 because it's not a bunt type situation. Right. It's a swing.
But she'll swing and miss instead, so Leonhardt wins that battle in a hurry. Leadoff batter out on strikes, and Bianca Nelson will bat here for Maple Grove. Outside with that one. Fouls it away. Nelson had a grounder to second, and then back to the pitcher, Leonhardt. So 0 for 2. As I said, her first time up, she hasn't had a ton of at-bats coming into the game, but it had been very successful in those opportunities. So a dangerous hitter. Two balls and a strike here. Nelson looking to get aboard with one out. Changeup is inside.
That pitch can be effective even though it wasn't a strike, as long as she comes back and pounds the zone here. Get that swing and a miss. Yep. And then it can still have a lingering impact now because, she threw a changeup before. Maybe she's going to throw another one.
Just got a piece of that one. And as a hitter, you can't really afford to be thinking too much about a changeup because then all of a sudden you're late on everything else.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll ground that one to the right side. Could be a play. Nope, she's going to beat it out. Nelson maybe swung at ball 4 there, but it'll be a hit to right field. And Danny Strom will step up here for Maple Grove.
Play that probably should have been made over at first base. I don't think you can call it an error, but it was a good...
Yeah, not as much range maybe as you would like to have seen there to get to that one, I think.
But they get to you so quick when you're down there in the... Yeah, it's not exactly the hot corner, but it is the hot corner, the other hot corner.
Strom last time up had a double. Squared around, takes it for a ball. Leonhardt juggles this one, and everyone's going to be safe.
Yeah, she tried to reach for it and backhand instead of, taking that little extra step and getting in front of it.
Yeah, just kind of an awkward reach. There'll be error on Leonhardt, so 2 on with 1 out, and now the top of the order as Barry comes up here for Maple Grove. And Barry has not been retired yet, a couple of walks and a single. Liner right at second, and they'll get the double play.
Wow, that's so hard on the runner. You're trying to, score on a hit to the outfield, and then it gets picked off. Tough to get back.
So Maple Grove's threat ends in a hurry there on the double play. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left aboard here for Maple Grove. We've played 5 innings. It's 3-1 Crimson.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back here to Maple Grove. We head to the top of the 6th, Champlain Park. A couple of more at-bats. Early on, they weren't doing much offensively, but then last inning in particular, they got some things going. A solo homer to lead it off. They ended up leaving the bases loaded as Daniels came back with a couple of strikeouts. So Alyssa Blaska, the shortstop, a number 3 hitter for the Rebels, will lead it off. She is 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, and Champlain Park, may have picked up some momentum based on their defense in the the previous inning, and now they ended it with a nice double play that could carry over again.
Kind of feels important that they get off to a good start in this inning, though. When you only got 6 more outs to go, and right now you're in the heart of your order, I think they need to get something going right now and not wait till the 7th. There's the strike. That's the unique thing about softball and baseball, though, is that, you know, you don't run out on the time clock. You've still got that opportunity to score these runs the last couple innings.
That is nice. Just let the game go until it doesn't go anymore.
Blaska fouling that one away.
You know, a lot of these kids play dome ball in the winter, and there you are on a time clock. You know, you've only got the dome reserved, so you get a 55 minutes to play your game, and middle of a bat or whatnot, you're just done.
Up the middle, and Blaska will have herself a base hit here to begin the 6th inning. Just kind of what I said they really could use right about now, and she delivers. So Galley will be the batter here for Champlain Park. Good solid contact up the middle. Blaska normally a base stealing threat, although I don't know in this spot if you gamble and try that here. Galley will pop one up to right field, and catch made there for out number 1.
Yeah, you might be more inclined to attempt to steal with 1 out than you would be with no outs.
We're staying with that one in the wind a little bit there, and of course you always have to discuss it with your defense. You know, did you see what happened on that one?
Oh yeah, and the wind has been kind of gusty every so often. It picks up pretty strong, and you know, right now it's not so bad, but there's been spots during the day when it's been definitely noticeable out here.
Well, she starts Meads with a changeup after, I think, a sign of respect there. Meads rocketed one over the center field fence last time up. Down low for a ball there. This is what happened last time Meads was up, cleared the fence. They ended up loading the bases after that, but didn't score anymore. So both teams have had at least one inning where they were hoping for more. Popped up here. Could be a double play. Throw! Oh, close, but Blaska able to get back. Yeah, she must have lost sight of that ball because she did not stop running for a long time on that pop-up.
Well, she was running with the pitch, trying to, you know, get the steal. I'm not sure. Maybe the batter wasn't even supposed to swing at that one.
St. Peter, I think, probably was surprised that they were going to still have an opportunity, and close one. Those are always kind of hard ones to call when somebody's diving back in and it's a force like that. Yeah, I think she did beat it.
Yeah, good quick release by the second baseman, trying to get that double play.
So Tillman is going to step up as a hitter here. She's been the catcher, but now they will replace the DP as Warwa had struck out twice. So Tillman's going to get her opportunity with the bat. 1 for 11 as a hitter this year, but runner at first now and 2 outs as Daniels has come back with a couple of key outs after that leadoff single by Blaska. Tillman lifting one out to short center. Hockett got a good break and will arrive in time to make the catch. Rebels are done in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6 here on CCX. It's 3-1 Maple Grove.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous.
He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning here. The 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for Maple Grove: Hockett, Daniels, and Grunig.
And they desperately want to add another run or two just to make it a more comfortable game. You know, with the 2-run lead, 1 runner gets on and the tying run comes up. If you get a 3-run lead, at least you got a little bit more to play with. It's basically been a pretty well played game, kind of what we're expecting coming in. Two teams that are probably not quite having the season they wanted. Maple Grove's got nothing to hang their heads about, even though they've got a couple losses. They have lost to some outstanding teams. And they're probably going to be ready once the state tournament comes around, for the playoffs at least.
Hockett knocked in a run last time on the play when she hit it to the shortstop, Blaska, who elected to come home to try to get the lead runner and just didn't quite get it in time as Strom got a good break and slid in ahead of the tag. That one's over for a strike. Leonhardt has certainly had more base runners against her than Daniels has, but she's done a pretty good job of working out of trouble. And for the most part, that first inning was the one that was kind of a killer. And this one hit well out to center field, and it's gone. Sydney Hockett begins the 6th with a rocket to center.
And that's that extra insurance run that Crimson were looking for. To get it in make a statement like that in the first batter, that's great.
Welcome back to the lineup, Sydney Hockett. As I said, they're definitely a better team with her available down the stretch, and she shows why right there, driving one out. It was kind of similar actually to the ball that that was knocked out by Meads for Champlain Park.
Yeah, straightaway center field. Not not one of these high towering ones. Just a good solid line drive.
Didn't clear the fence by much, but it doesn't need to. So 4-1 lead now for Maple Grove as Daniels will step up. Looks at a ball outside there.
And now the Rebels need to bear down and not let this one get away from them. They've only got one more at bat. They want to stay within reach.
And this one is hit well. And just bobbled at the fence, and Daniels will have to hang on with a long single there. I thought that one had a definite chance. Their bench kind of screamed like it might too. And there's another look as looking up to show where it was.
Yep, she's describing why exactly she didn't catch that ball. Right up against the wall.
Call this one a hit rather than error. I mean, obviously she's kind of colliding with the fence, reaching up. A play that could have been made, but I don't think I'll call it an error.
Right. Especially with the way the wind is swirling around, it makes it a little bit tougher.
Jenna Grunig will be the hitter.
Getting that full explanation out there.
Runner down at first base is Eiley. I believe the reason that the discussion here is we're having a different courtesy runner this time because the previous courtesy runner was inserted in the lineup, so they can't do just the straight courtesy
well,
with that same runner, I believe, right?
They can't do the same runner, but it is still a courtesy runner situation.
Yep.
Oh, he announced it as a pinch runner.
Grunig last time a little pop out to the catcher in front of the plate. Takes that one up high. Fouls this one back. Foul. This one will get out of play down the right field side on top of their batting cage down there.
It's a nice little ballpark here. It's got all the things you really want for having a good game.
Yeah, they just kind of added little by little to it and made it, added some of the extras a little bit. And there's a called third strike as Leonhardt has worked the inside part of the plate pretty effectively today and got Grunig looking there as Dorothy Dueck will step up.
Yeah, at times it seemed like the Crimson have caught on that, there's a lot of inside pitches coming, but, then she throws one out there to keep them honest.
Popped up, might be playable here, and not held there by Meads.
Yeah, that should have been caught. That was easy enough play. She's not being her home park. She may not be familiar with exactly how far the fence is from the baseline, so she may have been worried about sliding over there.
Another one, but this one well out of play. Outside with that one. So Dueck kind of getting an extra life there on that foul pop that probably should have been caught, but see if Leonhardt can pick her teammate up by getting Dueck out. Pounded to third. Get the out at second. Relay to first, not in time.
Almost worked out.
Yeah, nice turn there, actually. So Dueck aboard on a fielder's choice as Werns gets set to bat here. 2 outs now. Galley did a nice job handling that one. Those are kind of tailor-made, in this nice one hop. And then a good strong throw. Runner is going. Here's the throw down. It is in time.
Yeah, that's that gun we were talking about earlier.
Tillman throwing a strike, and the Crimson done in the 6th inning. They do get 1 run on a couple of hits, including a bomb to lead off the inning by Sydney Hockett right here. It's 4-1 Crimson heading to the 7th.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
we head to inning number 7. Maple Grove leading it by a score of 4-1. Good ball game here as they lead Champlin Park. Another look at this strong throw here. Tillman coming up. Dueck's a good, speedy runner, but put it right on target to Blaska and didn't really have to move the glove much, just let the runner slide into it.
Yeah. Yeah, just watching Tillman behind the plate. She's top notch.
There's Hockett who launched that home run for Maple Grove. Rosine will hit here for Champlin Park, leading off the 7th. One more opportunity. They're at the bottom part of their order, though, which doesn't mean they can't score, but obviously a little tougher that way. 7, 8, 9 hitters against Bella Daniels. That one extra run kind of helps, I think, for Bella too, right?
Yeah, it's, any extra run helps. So when you get one, in your last at bat, and you've only got one more half inning to go, that's big.
That one just missed, 2-0. And that one lined out to right. It will hang up and be caught. As nice running effort by Werns there. I thought that ball was going to be in for a hit, but it just hung up long enough.
Well, it hung up and it was slicing back towards her, and she made a nice read on it and just made a good running catch.
Yeah, made that look easier than I think it was.
Yeah.
Leonhardt will be the batter.
That's always a sign of a good defensive player.
Takes ball 1 inside. Riley at a bouncer back to the pitcher and then a walk. Fouls that one back. So all 3 outfielders for Maple Grove have made, kind of above average plays at somewhere along the game, and that can make a big difference.
Oh yeah, it's huge. We talked about that a little bit before, that the outfield play is so important in games like this. But then again, so is good pitching.
Yeah, it really still all starts with what you've got in the circle in the sport. I mean, obviously, like you said, bat technology and weight training and whatnot have changed the game to add more offense, but still kind of starts and stops with what kind of pitching you can put out there.
And we've seen a couple of pretty good performances here today. So.
Tapper to the left side. Dueck up with it and slings it across. Leonhardt is out 5-3. Did a good job of getting to that second hop. That one would have become a different play if she couldn't reach that one before it bounced again. Hewsome will be the hitter now for Champlin Park, their last hope.
Yeah, you can pick that one up on the short hop, but if you let it, bounce again and try and pick it up waist high, no chance of getting the runner at first.
Little pop up and just didn't stay up in the air long enough, really, for a realistic opportunity there for Grunig. She actually did get a pretty good break on it, but just wasn't high enough. Hewsome fighting it off, so now down to their last strike are the Rebels. Oh, 2 pitch coming here to Hewsome. Not going to go after that one up and away. 1-2 now. Daniels trying to close out a victory here.
Yeah, you don't want the batter to actually be able to hit the 0-2 pitch. It doesn't need to be that far out of the zone. Want to make it somewhat tempting.
To short. Barry up with it. Fires across. And the Rebels are done in the 7th as Daniels able to shut them down other than that solo home run by Meads. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Champlin Park in the 7th, so Maple Grove will win for the 12th time this season as they get they just overall had a little bit more offense in this one, and Daniel's a little bit sharper maybe overall than Leonhardt, I thought. But good game for both teams.
Yeah, good game for both teams. You know, the defense was pretty good. There are a couple of plays that could have gone better, but that's pretty much every game you see that.
Meads homering for Champlain Park's only run, and Hockett blasted a homer in the 6th inning for Maple Grove. So hope you've enjoyed this one, and best of luck to both of these teams as they finish up the regular season. It is Maple Grove over Champlain Park by a score of 4-1 for Jim Feldman and all of our CCX crew. I'm Jay Wilcox. So long from Maple Grove.